Welcome Wastelanders to the Fallout 76 Milepost 0 public test server patch notes. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and let's get into the video. Welcome to the latest PTS update, which occurred July 5th, 2024 and is available for all Fallout 76 players who have the game on Steam. Kicking things off with some Mischief, you can experience the return of Mischief Night and its new location of Rapidan Camp. On top of that, we've added legendary crafting to go along with some combat rebalancing, and we can't wait to get your thoughts on it. The PTS is available for testing right now, and as always, you can provide feedback on your experience in the Bethesda Discord. It is vital that you get your hands on the test server if you have access to it, as your feedback can really drive the game in the direction you prefer. The development team and community managers read through all of the feedback and suggestions, so it is incredibly beneficial to have your say in how you want the game to develop. How to participate in the PTS. All players who own a copy of Fallout 76 on Steam can participate in the PTS. Please note that progress from the PTS does not carry over until the live game. The Atomic Shop is also disabled during this test period. To install the PTS, open your Steam library and install Fallout 76 public test server. So what's new in the PTS? Well, Mischief Night returns. The event has been revamped and is now located in Rapidan Camp. You should still feel the fun and chaotic nature of Mischief Night while enjoying its new Halloween-themed rewards. This public event will trigger on the PTS at the top of every second hour. So, legendary crafting. We have been exploring a new approach to legendary crafting, and we wanted to give you an opportunity to get your hands on it to provide some early feedback. Our intention with the changes is to give you a way to have more direct control over the legendary mods that are on your legendary gear. We believe this system will require time and iteration to get it right. So, while we're providing this to you to test now, it won't be released in the live game until we believe that it's ready. Your feedback during the PTS period will be critical to how this develops. Please share your thoughts in our Discord server or on the Fallout 76 subreddit. Links in the comments section below. Before we dive into how this version of legendary crafting works, let's introduce you to Legendary Particles, our new crafting component. In this new system, you'll use legendary particles to craft legendary mods and spend legendary modules to swap them into legendary items. Legendary particles can be obtained by scrapping legendary items at your workbench or by trading with other players. These legendary particles can also be stored in your scrap box or stash box. We're still evaluating how we want to manage legendary cores moving forward with this system. Here is how the system works. Before you can start swapping legendary mods onto your items, you'll need to obtain your desired mod in one of two ways. Trading for the mod with another player, or scrapping legendary items with your desired mod on it. Every time you scrap a legendary item, you will obtain legendary particles as well as have a chance to learn one of the legendary mods on that item. After obtaining a mod plan from an item, you can head over to your tinker bench to craft it by spending legendary particles. So think of it in a similar vein to how plans and mods work for weapons. A learned mod can be applied once, a learned plan can be applied as long as you have the materials as many times as you require. Once the mod is crafted, you can either trade it with another player or head over to your workbench and apply it to the legendary item. Please note that when you do swap a legendary mod onto an item, that item becomes character bound, which makes it untradeable and not droppable in the world. Each time you replace a mod on an item, the cost will increase. As a result of this update, we're also relaxing the legendary mod restrictions on weapons in the PTS. We're excited to see you explore this system and find new, exciting mod combinations. We appreciate that this is a large change to how you interact with legendary gear, but we're eager for you to test this system and share your feedback. Tell us what you think about the user interface, user experience, or how it feels to obtain and craft legendary mods. We want your thoughts on all aspects of this, so join us on the Discord and share your thoughts. Remember, it's your feedback that helps the game evolve into what you want it to be. Okay, moving on, we've got Best Builds. Milepost 0 will also be introducing a new social update called Best Builds. Best Builds is a system that allows players to submit, visit, and rate submitted camps. Best builds will be shared and populated throughout the wasteland for all players across all adventure mode servers to see. You will be able to visit these amazing creations and enjoy the comforts, design, and unique tastes the builder has in store for its visitors. While visiting, if you happen to appreciate the builder's camp, you can show your support by leaving a like. We hope this allows our dedicated player builders an opportunity to show off their creations, as well as inspire other players to create and submit their own best builds. Submitting your camp. Once you have a camp that you would like to show off to the Wasteland, you can submit your camp through the best build submission option. This is found by opening your camp slots list on the paper map and selecting the camp you wish to submit. Once you've entered the submissions window, you'll be able to take a few photos and tag your camp with the appropriate identifiers to help make it stand out from the crowd. Once you're happy with how your camp is represented, you can submit your best build. The best build will be added to the list of other player-created best builds and be populated throughout the adventure mode servers. Once populated, players will be able to visit and like your best build. If you happen to make changes to your best build, you can easily resubmit the newly remodeled camp without losing any likes previously earned. You can resubmit your best build by going into the Manage Best Builds option, which is also found on your camp slots list on the paper map. Visiting best builds. Upon your travels in the Wasteland, you will notice a few new locations with a blue ribbon on the paper map and on the compass. These are our player-created best builds. You'll be able to fast travel to these camps the same as you would any other camp. While visiting, please take time to sit down, relax, and enjoy the experience the builder has in store for you. Don't delay on checking out a camp that piques your interest. Best builds rotate in and out every hour. Rating best builds. If you happen to find a best build that you fancy, feel free to show your support to the builder by giving them a like. You can like a best build by going to the best build icon on the paper map and selecting like. Giving the builder a like will help show other players that this camp is indeed a best build. Combat rebalancing. The Milepost Zero update continues the work set out in Skyline Valley to update our combat systems. This patch includes changes to sources of fire and poison damage, as well as how the damage over time (DOT) effect works. Fire and poison damage will typically include a DOT effect, with fire damage trending towards shorter durations and higher DPS, with poison trending towards longer durations and higher overall damage. General rebalancing. Made an adjustment to damage modifiers for creature weak spots. This will result in additional damage dealt to creatures when weapons with lower damage per hit are used. Damage over time effects now scale with bonuses to weapon damage. Addressed a series of inconsistencies with how certain damage effects, primarily damage over time, were dealing incorrect damage types or were untyped damage without a corresponding resistance. Addressed an issue where damage over time effects dealt by players would not scale to match the creature's level. Fixed an issue where certain effects such as damage over time and the Vampire's Legendary mod could stack when applied multiple times simultaneously on a single target. This most commonly occurred with shotguns, but could also occur when using the 2-shot Legendary mod or the multi-shot Cremator mod in VATS. Player weapon rebalancing. Fire/poison weapons and mods. The following weapons and weapon mods have been updated in accordance with the fire and poison damage over time adjustments mentioned previously. Flamer, Holy Fire, Flamer Compression Nozzle, Flamer Vaporization Nozzle, Flamer Napalm Tank, Burning Sheepsquatch Club, Burning Barbed Sheepsquatch Club, Burning Sheepsquatch Staff, Burning Barbed Sheepsquatch Staff, Pitchfork Flamer, Baseball Bat Heated Coil, Sledgehammer Heavy Searing Sharp Rocket, Paddleball Fireball, Power Fist Heating Coil, Super Sledge Heating Coil, Floater Flamer Grenade, Hellstorm Missile Launcher Napalm Payload, Molotov Cocktail, Crusader Pistol Pyro Receiver, Chainsaw Flamer, Compound Bow Flaming Arrows, Crossbow Flaming Frame, Auto Axe Burning, Plasma Cutter Flaming Blade, Shish Kebab Extra Flame Jets, Warglaive Flaming Blade, Bow Flaming Arrows, Shish Kebab, Floater Nasher Grenade, Alien Blaster Poison Mag, Alien Disintegrator Poison Receiver, Compound Bow Poison Arrows, Crossbow Poison Frame, Auto Axe Poisoned, Electro Enforcer Poisoned, Bow Poisoned Arrows, Poisoned Sheepsquatch Club, Poisoned Sheepsquatch Staff, Gulper Smacker Acidic Gulper Hand, Toothed Shepherd's Crook, Bug Grenade, The Kabloom, Sheepsquatch Shard, Pumpkin Grenade, Syringa Rad Scorpion Venom Syringe Barrel. Additional weapon updates. Increased damage for floater freezer grenades. Reduce the damage over time for the Cremator's burn to account for it now scaling with weapon damage bonuses. Reduce the self-damage dealt to the player when firing the Kabloom at short range. Reduce the recoil and base AP cost for the Railway Rifle. Reduce the fire rate and remove the AP cost reduction for the Railway Rifle Automatic Piston Receiver. The Headhunter Scythe's damage type has now been changed to bleed. Dev note, please give us feedback on how this weapon's bleed damage actually feels. Creature rebalancing. Balance adjustments have been made for the following creatures. Perk changes. Vaccinated increases disease resistance from all sources based on your endurance stat. Thirst Quencher increases action points while not diseased based on your endurance stat. Iron Stomach increases damage reduction while not diseased based on your endurance stat. Natural Resistance increases your energy, fire, cryo, and poison resistances while not diseased based on your endurance stat. Daily Ops Testing Schedule. We have 2 new locations for Daily Ops arriving with this update. These events will rotate out at the top of each second hour. Daily Ops at Glass Caverns and Daily Ops at the Atlantic City Community Centre. So there you have it, those were the changes and adjustments from the 5th of July Milepost 0 PTS update. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, drop a comment if you've got any queries, and we'll see you in Appalachia.